Have they suddenly actually got a full map pool here? I mean, this changes the dynamic.
It does indeed. I don't know, we were just talking about this, whether or not there is some pocket strat that's kind of like, yeah, we're going to save that for the main event, right? We're going to get to Masters and we're going to unveil, you know, similar to what Summon FC did at First Strike, right? It comes out, it sets the region alight, so to say, but we will have to wait and see as we're getting underway here on Split initially. And again, another big talking point. I know we've just, with the desk, have gone through it as well. This is going to be interesting to see, Lauren.
It is. That Sky pick coming out is definitely something. Seeing Guild walking into FPX's home map that they've beaten everyone on. I mean, every big team you can imagine, they've got wins on them. But now, though, we'll be starting out with Guild on the attack, not too surprising, and FPX on the defensive side, and Angel already taking some great territory over towards A-Long. This is lovely work. Very quickly trying to get through this potential default that is going for a bit of a B-lean. It will be Sky on the other side in Shadow's hands.
So this is interesting. You see, actually, Dimisic was considering the rotation over, but now the Shadow, I guess, has spotted something out, and Garage is going to draw him back. They have full control over A, so they're able to sit with 3 on B side whilst this wall stays in male. You're going to reset and come back and explore mid once again. Again, the timing on this wall going to be important for them. If they can pop through as it's expiring, actually, no, they're going to opt to destroy it. So this is interesting, actually, now that they're giving this away. I can't help but feel they're going to double back on this if they get a little heat, because Demasic's already hit the rotation. He's back over to A Heaven once again, Lauren.
Waiting to see. You're seeing gonna just play catch with that. Vishal probably getting first contact here. And does manage to keep vision on this. Shadow going to be given the information, and just a stunner of a shot back to back here. Leo and Yassine going to be put down. Quick little flash, isolates another. This is great stuff from Shadow, showing just maybe some real versatility with Sky, and it looks wonderful in his hands already. Dimisic does come around to shut this one over, but I've got to say it, I am more than impressed with that sustainability on the Sky there. That initial kind of fact-finding that they went for over towards that B lobby, kind of B halls area, fantastic, that works well. But the ability to stay alive, kind of reposition, depend a little on the limited amount they had in this round, worked wonderfully.
Yeah, a little weird there to see, obviously the wall goes down, the 2 players from Guild kind of trailing in mid a little bit, and yes, I mean, you can take the 2v1 with, was it Yassine and Leo who pushed through, but, I mean, there's no reason to, right? You've almost kind of cancelled off stairs. There's no threat from that side. I don't know why it was 2 lagging behind in mid. This time around, Guild can send 5 up mid. Ooh, Yassine did just catch the Dimisic there, but a perfect flash once again. Yassine follow up on that one.
God, Dimisic. Just blind for days. Just catching flashes. It's not a nice way to be. Angel has lent on over towards ropes, and he has been picked up, so that's a big gun kind of taken on over. Rifle falls through towards the attacking side, but whether or not they get to keep that is the next part of the conversation, which is a resounding no. Demasic's already removed that threat. Gonna readjust. Shao's now come in. They've done some damage here for sure, but the round is secured, and, well, I guess they lose 3 players. I'm sure they've maintained that rifle has probably been filtered through, so not too much harm or foul.
Shadow already got really good progress on those Seekers, and again, it's a talking point for that switch up. I'm loving seeing Sky become more and more prominent throughout Europe, and I mean, again, a big opportunity here. We were just talking about this again. Some of the mid-split possibilities here on this map in particular with our utility, and more so looking towards the attacking side, but
yeah. I'm already liking on the defensive side, though. The fact-finding, the information sort of side of Sky is looking really good here. It's a little bit maybe harder to do sight hits with, in comparison to a Breach, for example, I feel, but at present, we will have to kind of see how this unfolds. It's something new to my eyes that I'm really happy to be seeing. As said, there was an early kind of B lean. You saw that presence towards the B lobby once again, just kind of chilling out. But it looks like they're going to default back towards this mid take. The double stack towards ropes, though, is going to be very, very unique. Flash comes in. Yassine's in all kinds of trouble. But Draken, really well done to maintain cover, sit down, just go anti-flash almost and play off the back of this.
Japan actually going to find that kill, though. Getting behind. Meanwhile, Guild have actually swung all the way back around here. Again, going to try and find... Yeah, I was going to say, going to try and find the timing on this wall dropping. Actually, Xiao has to give it up, but he's going to re-peek throw the slowdown. Actually, Guild going to come towards Heaven, try and press a Yassine off the spot. There you go. Sorry, Zipan. Yeah, they do find that kill.
Okay, there's still plenty more threats. Demasic's been over this side. Angel's, of course, could be over here, and he's great for at least one. The trade is effective for Leo, though. But now the time's going to become a factor. You've got 26 seconds and not too much sight progress. You have heaven control, but that's not enough, because Demasic is still watching it. Draken with great positioning, though, trying to just slice through the middle and allow time for that spike to go through safely. Massive, but massive kill from Demasic! How on earth does he predict that? Draken now gone. We're in a 2v1. Demasic is low, but does he now try and play ahead of the expected timing? No, he takes a second, and now they can play back in together. No fight to be found for Bonker. But again, I've got to say it, I love the idea, the intention from Draken then, but the counterplay from Demasic was so sharp. He was so aware of that possibility.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure if he did have to deal with a trap wire or something over in Mail there that kept Demasic kind of conscious of that flank through defensive spawn, but really heads up play from him. And actually, FPX put their third up, and Guild going to be struggling economy-wise already. Why not we see a little investment into this round? A couple of armors, couple of pistols, it looks like. Ultimate progress, I mean, it's only really safe in Draken that are close by. Leo 2 off his revive, so not an awful lot in terms of trying to convert through this this lighter buy round.
Right, and I think something that we can talk on, unless we start seeing a couple of threats, is the kind of, I guess, variation between what a Sky versus a Breach can potentially bring you. Again, it's something that I do want to keep idea of. Obviously, Breach is more of a purist when it comes to the flashing capability, a little bit more kind of predisposed to have consistent success, I feel. Whereas Sky's a little bit trickier to make work. However, Zipan turns the flash, Draken goes down, he falls away, doesn't want to get crunched on by these pistols. And there you go, Boombot's going to give away their intentions once again, and they have to flee away from ropes.
Yeah, the paint shell following up on that. FPX happy not to overcommit to holding them. And now Angel playing pretty deep. He wants to kind of play the distance on that, but will swing on to Leo.
No
yeah,
trade?
it's interesting to see Leo kind of not overextended, but peeking that solo almost. And Angel's actually going to find safe through the smoke as well.
Yeah, the classic counter 3 and spam, it works. Safe goes out, and there we have it. Demasic's cleaning up, expecting that extremity push coming in from Yassine, and it was read like a book. So far, FPX keeping really good control on this. We haven't seen the economy even out just yet in the gun rounds, so I'll have to kind of take a second of consideration. But FPX overall looking very solid. This is the FPX we expect to see on this map, though. This is why if you pick this map, you better have a plan. Now, that's what we've got to keep our eyes on now we're coming into the full buy round, is what is the plan from Guild? You don't walk into this map lightly. FPX have had losses in the past, keep in mind. This is, way back, and it was mostly to just G2. Which is pretty fair, because that was when G2 were in their prime position. Since then, they've beaten every big name you can imagine. So FPX are kind of the kings of this castle. So I want to see what Guild have in store. They've got to have a plan in mind.
I mean, right now, yes, you can write these rounds off as fact finders, but Guild not really getting a look into either side, to be honest with you. This wall can actually be dealt with very quickly. Xiao once again with the judge sat up top. And again, it's just so difficult to deal with something like that in a position Xiao's playing, especially when it's one side where effectively Safe's playing solo. He's playing that lurk. He's playing the information gather role.
It's super hard to get early presence anywhere. You've got that sky flash towards middle, which obviously also kind of gives away positioning, right? So it will tell you when people are there the way it works. So well and truly aware that there will be presence in mid. They've not allowed any push towards the extremity on A. The only vulnerability is B, but even then, you've still got the Cypher and then double stack towards Heaven on that side. It's a very, very hard defense to come up against. You can see the theory crafting. For now, however, Rope's control has been lost, at least for the defensive team, and Guild have tried to take that territory. On the other side is Angel, and is pretty much on his internal clock to tell him when Ropes is a problem.
You know, so actually, as soon as the wall goes down, Shadow going to get a little bit of information. Actually, two Seekers headed out to mid there. Third one doing something against the wall. Not sure
30 seconds left.
What, but some information at least. And now 25 seconds. Guild have got to get a move on. They have no control right now and aren't really set up.
Yeah, it's just a Heaven burst. They've lost a lot of presence. That late lurk through B-halls might be good. Shadow's good for a trade. Leo's going to bring back the teammate, however, and now we might be leaning towards just a post plant at this point. The retake might be the only option here as the spike will be planted. Guild They will be locked towards a site, however. That's the one thing that could be a problem, but there aren't many splits here, and Heaven's going to be hard to retake. You can already see Draken up there. Angel seems aware of the possibility, but the barrel shows. Baited out, though. Angel not going to give it away. Draken has to readjust now. Angel on the adjust, too. Going to send this through. Not just yet. Maybe a smoke to try and facilitate the play through. And here we go. Demastic, the first one in, spams away, but it's Leo controlling. And Leo was a highlight before, and he might just be again. 3 big kills this round in a very late hit. And there it is. Decided by Yassine in the end. Angel goes down, and finally Guild get on the board. But that was a scary hit. Very, very late in the day. Very, you know, we always say Na'Vi-esque, right? But I mean, a lot of CIS teams play that late style hit. But Leo bailing them out with 3 is certainly going to help.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, we talk about, you know, teams that tend to lean towards running the clock down. But right there, I mean, you picked up on it. They lack so much control. With the fact that they have to kind of make this desperation push in. Yes, the wall goes down on the stairs. But if you have, well, I mean, for example, Shadow gets 1 or 2 kills in that scenario, it really, really doubles the pressure. So, a little bit of a switch up on the side of FPX here. Demastic actually going to swap over to A side. No Shao holding close. And actually Guild on the back of that going to opt to move in onto A side.
Stealing sight.
Okay, so retaking towards ramp. They've got the flash now coming in with Demastic, but you can already see Leo's probably got an execution here. He does. Death from above. Demastic's dead. Shadow now looking pretty isolated, has support coming in from Sage behind him in Heaven, but by now Spike's down, the site control is completely lost. This was a good read from Guild and a very good progress up towards this, kind of almost navigating around ramps and leaving Heaven and going, right, well, let's just take the site, let's take that site control. And as you highlighted, it wasn't the same sort of setup from these players, so a new look and a new defense that didn't really get going.
Looks like actually FPX holding out for a kill. Initially, Zipan and Shadow going to find one. The flash comes through to main. A decent blind, but the double swing is too good from Leo and Safe. Angel's managed to slip his way onto site somehow, but no chance of the defuse coming through. Guild will post their second round win, and I love the switch up there. Again, as soon as they don't get contact from Shao on the wall there, they decide to push through and execute. Yeah. And it's on the back of Draken being able to TP into screens. Again, no real pressure coming through because both players were stacked up in Heaven for FPX. So I like that. Again, you can kind of write off some of these round losses as long as you're, you know, gathering the necessary information. You're getting a good feel for the defensive setup. That's a really good adjustment there by Guild.
And I wonder how much of that was read into not seeing that wall, right? It'd been there every single time, and until that moment, we're like, hey, well, maybe we can make an adjustment. It looks like a mid play is coming out from the defensive team. Angel's already going walkabouts. He's taken mid, and actually no one there to greet him, and on the other side, gets contact finally. Very aware of that sewer push could have come through, but falls away from this now. But that's added another insult to injury, because I've got to say, Guild are turning these rounds, but they are still having to retake so much map presence, it's forcing them into later hits.
This is the third time now, come 1 minute and left on the clock. They're having to re-explore mid just by FPX showing a little presence.
Look at Angel.
He's back into another spot
okay,
now.
Shown mid. Let me go have a little look towards B. I'll just sit on this, and guys, and I'd almost want them to free up some of the players leaning towards B. You've got Angel in a slightly forward position. Maybe leave him a little to it. He's not as self-sufficient as some of the other agents, sure, but you might want to back up your Cypher, because look how long these rotations will be. This is a 4-play stack.
I know, all eyes on Demastic here. He's going to get the info on the spy cam, and that's going to draw Pan straight on that rotation, but I've got a Spectre, so he's probably only good for 1, max 2. And that's it. The fault line is perfect. Safe landing that headshot to clear that out. Angel going to try and hit the TP, but you're seeing all the way into Heaven already. This is a lot of site control going over.
Oh dear. Outplayed by Draken completely. That Heaven control, they didn't have enough step towards it. With Shadow being removed there as well. You can see Zipan stretching his legs. But for now, Guild have worked something out, and worked out in great time as well. Almost on the verge of making it look like they've been doing some real homework here. I've got to say it. Guild looked very well prepared in this. Now that take towards A, again, I like what FPX are trying to do. I don't mind that Angel's being kind of floating around the map, getting information, getting that presence. But if you've got that kind of post up towards B, maybe feeling that you could have left one of those players to maybe play even mailroom or something a little closer towards A, because that Cypher was on an island.
Yeah, and again, I like the fault line being invested on Hell there. Because Shao's shown so much presence close by with the judge, they're expecting that very tight hold on the choke point coming into A site. So good utility usage from there, but Coming into this next one, Guild creeping through Garage, and time around, Shadows come back and take a little peek, but nobody on B site initially, so going to commit to the retake here. At least it looks that way.
Great little switch up as well. Going in towards this, maybe feeling the normal reaction from someone like FPX would be, hey, let's stack out A. Maybe, you know, they've been trying to work this out. Let's just sit there with pistols and whatever we have. I think there's a rifle and a judge, but a good adjustment from Guild here. Once again, I feel like they're currently leading the pace a little bit, but let's see what that retake looks like. They're very close by. They've been allowed pretty close to sight. The flash towards the back of sight will be pretty good, but Yassine's way better. Huge double kill comes in. Zipan does answer, but that's Bonkar, not Yassine. And Demastic trying to do the dodge, and you can see them struggling to find favorable fights at this point. Draken giving away the game because he wants to bait them into this cross. He's fallen back and he's got one player with him. He doesn't even need the help. Great play again from Guild. Now, that was a semi-buy, I guess, from FPX. It wasn't the full purchase, but a good round from Guild here.
Again, the switch up once again. I'll have to take a look just to see if Guild are spotting anything out, because so far, I mean, the times they've explored mid, they haven't really found value, but I guess on these rounds that they're able to get feelers on exactly how FPX is setting up in Garage and A main, it's kind of becoming the deciding factor for when they commit to these hits. Again, 4 over towards B. I mean, 2 Garage and 2 Sushi. Safe actually going to find Angel. That's over on A ramp, so not going to be able to get the revive pretty quickly. I'm not sure if going to draw out the rotation, but that does give the information that there's a double stack over on that side.
They're reading so much into what I feel is Angel's positioning or where he's not, and they're hitting B. As you said, there is still that 2-play stack towards Heaven, but look at the movement. Yassine tries to get up on towards that, but Demastic says no, grabs him by the heels and drags him back down. Seeker's invested. They are running away from this. They disengaged from the site completely. They need this Cypher in mid to make great progress, but now with that ultimate popped, all that information has been seen. They now know that lean towards A could have been a possibility, and they don't have to over-rotate now.
And actually, as soon as that neural theft comes through, Guild actually hit the break. Shadow going to find Draken looking to creep his way back into B. But the fact there's no follow-up and trade there, give FPX a lot more information here. And you can see they've retaken mid-control. Angels all the way at bottom mid now. And that sends 2 through ropes. There's 3 people now going to be holding on to Heaven, potentially.
They need to just commit to this information. It's perfect. They've seen enough. Xiao should have seen at least some sort of the cross there. Now he's going to be at least pressured. They don't know his position, but they're going through the protocols. But Angel on the flank, he's going to have 1, 2, and not the third. Zipan comes in support, but what a flank from Angel. Great positioning, impeccable read, and the gutsy play to walk mid almost with no info. Yes, they had the neural theft earlier on, and they saw the potential rotation towards that A site. But he takes the initiative, and look at him, just perfect timing.
Yeah, the pinch was beautiful there. And again, I think that's on the back of Shadow. Shadow finding that kill onto Draken. If Draken's able to just lurk a little longer and not really show his hand, that creates that second threat for FPX where they have to be conscious of it. They have to be conscious of the possibility somebody is over that side of the map still. But again, as soon as Angel gets bottom mid, you see it. The instant readjust. Demastic and Zipan straight into ropes up to A Heaven.
Yeah, normally I would say Angel's very diligent on this map, but I've already been flamed for it, so, I'll say attentive. How about that? Conscientious? I don't know. I'm working on it, but Draken is working on cracking up opportunities straight towards Heaven. It looks so easy. Dimasic does answer back, though, so kind of evens this out. Taking out Yassine does remove a little bit of that punch, and there is still a threat here. Let's see if they can get this spike down without any further problems. They have. They haven't maintained pure Heaven control, but they're sitting towards those rafters on the top.
Actually, Rolling Thunder going to get sent all the way through Heaven, but no follow-up there. Safe going to find Angel over in towards mid, and it's a lot of control now. This is really tough if FPX still want to break into Z. It's a 3v4. Yeah, we'll find Draken and actually bring it to a 3v3, so definitely still doable here.
This plant is pretty good for safe, though, so I feel like he's the last line of defense, and it's a good one, too. Yeah. And look at this, Leo and Bonkar doing well, and they're safe. Good positioning from him. Great timing. He kind of played the slow game, but that spike plant was perfectly positioned for him. So when he played out from kind of B main, he could always easily check on it. But there was no problems. I've got to say, I'm impressed with Guild.
Yeah, so far so good. I'm not sure. I mean, Shadow got caught with the Trailblazer up in Mail there. I'm not sure if the timing was just like really awkward on that smoke, but he didn't even cancel to get out of it, and that results in a freebie coming through the Guild. I'm around, just looking at it now, actually everybody on Guild's going to lean over towards A. And this is the readjustment once again. We've got Xiao and Demasik over on A site this time around. Actually, Xiao going to give it up. A double tripwire across that main area. Demasik just readjusting the cages momentarily. But expect to see the showstopper pop D. You can see Yassine's got it online, and actually they're already set up for the flash as well. Yeah, actually he's up on top of the box. It's looking like he's going to try and double satchel in here, catch a kill in heaven.
Even if not that, Demasik could be in trouble. Let's see. Gorgeous movement from Yassine. Pops the ult, no one close by. Might just send it towards Pillar. Flash comes out. He is blind. There it is. Straight towards Pillar, but the trade did come through for Demasik. So at least trying to keep this one equal and do some damage. And Shadow trying to slip in undercover. Stunner of a shot. 2 big headshots back to back. Even trying to chime in with a third. Not going to happen. And Guild have stabilized on the site for now. Spike has been recovered by Leo, but you can see Angel wants to just add to this mayhem. Shao joining in as well. And now where is that final player coming through? It'll be Draken trying to catch that cross. Gets outdone by Angel, and Shao shuts it down. FPX back in this.
Wow. I mean, they really turned it on the back of Shadow, kind of challenging before the spike even goes down. I'm surprised Shadow's able to slip into that position. You see here, I'm assuming he just walked out of screens here, but maybe nobody holding the edge of that smoke. I know potentially Yassine was still recovering from the showstopper play into sight, but yeah, Shadow has absolutely no business finding 2 kills there. I kind of put the stops on. Again, once that hit comes through to stop the plant even going down, it's really difficult for the attacking team to recover.
This is, again, a pretty all-in piece. Yassine's going to just prop himself forward, trying to pressure. Demasik wins that and doubles down with a second. He was flashed. He was just coming out of it, but still they're going to continue forward, trying to nail this landing. But Shadow, again, gets into a great position, offsetting. All that attention was being drawn towards ropes, and Draken did his job, but everyone else died on that just blender of bodies towards heaven. Oh dear, and the Seeker's on top. This is cruelty at its finest. They know what's up. Spike's being controlled.
So yeah, Draken 6 left in the clip. Gotta go for some taps here if he wants to recover this one. The spam comes through, down to 43 HP. Just a matter of time now. They're just gonna hold steady. All 3 folk. Oh, did catch the headshot there. We'll put Shao down, but again, a tall order, to say the least. Fake the TP, but doesn't look like FPX gonna bite.
He's made him play a little bit.
Yeah, he's forced Shadow off.
He gets a clean 1v1. Wait, Shadow, where are you going? Shadow, you've got Spike. Okay, they've relocated him.
30 seconds left.
I know the paranoia, pun aside, would have been building, but Draken's just trying to create opportunities. Zipan does not let it happen. Shuts it down before any further threats could have been built by Draken. You could see the idea, the intention starting to build, but couldn't quite find those final 2.
Demasik, I mean, the fact he wins the first, he recovers from the flash, and then actually re-challenges when you got to expect there's another 3 bodies behind him, right? I mean, at that point, yeah, you find the first one, cool, kudos, but then to find the second at that point, it doesn't even matter if you get traded out.
Side change coming through, and I want to highlight again, this is a big performance from Guild. We don't know the look from FPX this time around, at least with Sky, I feel. I don't think it's going to be too much of a change. I'd still say they are a very well-considered side, at least on the attack as well. Safe size to deal with that eventually. Playing up close, keep in mind, I believe he's going to have Draken.
I was going to say, the fact that they both had to shoot that is going to reveal the double stack on site here, so information gathered from both players having to shoot their weapons at the boom bot. They don't pull away, but see Angel and Shadow now come over towards mid. And that, actually, it's a decent setup right now. Again, gonna wait for the timing on this all. You can see it expiring now, but Zipan and Shout staying in garage. They know this push hasn't come through. Actually, looking like Safe might actually go for a peek here.
Does Safe actually continue this? That's the scary one. He's about to crest that corner.
Oh no.
And none of them have shown, but they're gonna find it pretty quickly. Safe's dead. That should be now crunched towards B with that sort of pressure. You can see Angel turned his attention, but Leo timed it really well to play through on Roach, but Sky's still there. Draken alive, gonna tuck himself in behind the wall. This could be huge. They have no idea. Draken could be the death of them. They're gonna get all that attention towards Leo, maybe a bit towards CT, but will they clear the deep side of sight? I don't think they will, and look at the damage being done. Draken goes down. But by that point, already, the rest of his team did so well. A mad play-in from Leo, feeling that confidence. Now Xiao, the 1v2, gets one, can't make it away in time. As Bonkar is there, the defuse comes in. And that was a sketchy take.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the paranoia came through, which resulted in the wall blocking off that push, but whether or not that was just the plan the entire time, but the timing was perfect on that. Arkan throws his paranoia over towards B main. Leo just running around the entire map with a frenzy here, just making mad plays. Is this the bit where he drops down? I think it is, right? Yeah.
Yep.
One enemy remaining.
Imagine being that confident in just like full frenzy faith, you know? Just dive on in. Okay. I don't want to be that person, but I want to see a little more out of Xiao. He's been one of those players that has pulled the limelight definitely to our attention. He is an incredible player. I'd like to see him, you know, start warming up a bit, because when he pops, that guy is something else. So, not expecting it just yet, but maybe on this half he can find a bit more comfort here. As it stands, though, of course, the better purchase will be sitting with Guild.
Let's see, Guild playing this pretty deep, and I mean, this is what we're going to expect to see from Angel for the next 8 rounds. Constantly creeping mid, but Guild, again, anticipating it. It's got to be the expectation now. You play against FPX on split, expect Angel to walk up mid every single round.
Cover going out.
Trying to bait them to have a little look. No one falling for it yet. Shadow unable to locate the breach sitting deep towards the stairs. Now with 40 seconds starting to loom on the board, they do need to start making that progress. Bonkar might have seen the barrel on Angel looking up then, I'm not sure. And here we go, Flash gets prepared. We're taking towards Heaven control. Very patient play from FPX, but they are down to 20 seconds. They still just need to go.
Again, I like this from Guild, they're just not giving up that pick, not creating an opening. FPX in 12 seconds now. They've got to make a move here if they want to even get close to the site. Angel actually going to find Bonkar inside the smoke now, but 7 seconds. They've got to come through.
They're trying to cost them guns? I mean, Spike's being planted now. That is really close. I don't know if I love it. It got them a spike plant and 2 kills. I guess that's not terrible. It's just it slightly terrifies me. I don't know. Like, look, I casted Na'Vi during the years of them pulling, you know, these sort of site hits off there and then. But there's a lot of downsides to it, and it's scary as hell. But I guess if you're FPX, you're not expecting to win that round. And if you can cost them 2 guns, get a spike plant, it's not terrible.
No. Again, if the aim of the game is economy damage there, then fair play. But again, I got to credit Guild there. They played so deep, they didn't even create that opening for FPX. And I mean, part of the reason the clock runs down that much, if FPX's game plan is to come into that, try and find a gap, try and find a pick, and they're just basically planning to do 2 double stacks. Oh, hello. Hold that thought.
Zipan. The pace on this boy. Oh, he just got a glimpse of 2. Can't quite make it through, but he's going to pop. Wait, the ult gets popped by Yassine. He wants to put him down instantaneously. Now that big pressure. Good trades. Great work from Leo. Leo has been a firm favorite for me in these upcoming weeks. Looking formidable here. And now just Angel left alive in a 1v4.
And he's going to walk back mid.
I've missed my domain.
I'm feeling very comfortable over there in Garage, but Spike down in Mail. Here's the opportunity here. It's a straight 50-50 the other side of that smoke in mid.
Cover going
like
out.
Angel might hop to head over towards A. Just going to take a little peek into sewers now with the 3rd player coming up towards Guild. They've done they're searching now, and they're triple stacked on the spike. Going to hold on to this. Not even going to be given 1. Bonkar going to shut him down, and that's FPX's buy round out the window, to be honest with you. Again, I love that. The initial aggression shown by Zipan, making it all the way up into Mayo off of that flash. Yassine's like, yeah, cool, you're going to rush? I got a showstopper for you. Here you go.
And I've got to say, Guild are improving. I think any Guild fan definitely felt a little, not out of sorts, but it was pretty rough for a couple of weeks. You started to go, oh, where is that, where's that chemistry gone? Where's that, explosive team? And I've got to say, for me, Leo has been a huge influence. You're seeing as well out there coming in pretty hot, and it's being reflected in this game. So, as said, for me, I'm loving watching the rise of Guild here every single time. Now, Bonka trying to go for the initial fight actually did get the ult orb, if I'm not mistaken, so probably not too dissuaded as it stands.
Time again. Guild happy to FPX do their thing, and only switch up really here is the double stack isn't ropes on Heaven, it's over towards and on B site with Leo jump spotting towards main. Again though, I don't think we have to readjust on this. You can see actually, yeah, just anticipate. Oh, actually, timing might be all you could see. Yassine was considering. He's thinking something's got to be up, man. They're creeping mid. They're creeping mid.
Yep. He's not wrong. And look at the crunch about to happen towards ramp. This is a harsh position to be in. All that utility has been focused. Now, Yassine is good for one. Can he survive this? Gets it into... Wait, where's the trade? No trade came in. Demasik finally appears, does the damage, but to be able to make that much out of a pure ramp crunch like that is pretty impressive. Now, you are seeing 4 still alive. They're trying to commit towards this one. FPX are down lower, though. Safe, though, just bringing a horrible surprise to Shadow, and Safe is just going to lock off Heaven for now. Or at least towards the rope side, try and take that Heaven control away. Where's that spike, though? On towards the side. Zipan finds Safe. This is a very weird fight. Leo's going to find it, though, and now just Xiao. A 1v2, and honestly, any other day of the week, I'd say Xiao's got a chance of this, but we haven't seen those hot hands coming out yet. He hasn't had that big game, and Bonkar's not going to allow it to happen either. Down goes Xiao, and another on the board for Guild. They are looking strong here. 2 remaining. Yes, a little bit of damage to the economy, but FPX need to get back on the board now.
Do indeed. They can't allow Guild continue this momentum. Because again, FPX, I mean, the cornerstone of their playstyle is being able to dictate the pace, right? Is to slow things down and create these opportunities where the enemy team has to go hunting. They have to find something. Right here, Guild not giving it to him. Like I said, they're playing so deep on these rounds that FPX, it's taking them that extra 20, 30 seconds to even explore. Right now, Zipan does have the showstopper. We're going to see a play made off the back of that. Once again, though, it's the default from FPX. I'm a little surprised. There's no pace change.
No, and again, context will be key. Keep in mind, they've been Fnatic just recently, Liquid just recently, Alliance, Raise Your Edge, Summon. I mean, they've taken all the big names. This is FPX on this map. This is a home map for them. They've sent a statement across Europe saying, look, this is our home map. Just don't play it against us. Try and veto it. I don't know, like, we're going to pick it, so good luck. They absolutely smother teams here. This is the first time I've seen them look a little overwhelmed, and Guild have all the answers. Their homework, it's an A+. They are absolutely railing FPX as it stands. It's a 9-7. You're not going to absolutely smash FPX, but the way Guild are approaching this is excellent, and that mid success that normally you'll see Angel find, these great site takes late in the round, have all been answered so far. But let's have a look at this one now. Draken readjusting, giving up Rafters and Heaven control. So this is a fair step. Just Bonkar up here, and that's going to be at least the giveaway on one. That's the spike noted too. That's a big fact-finding information piece. Angel does almost find him, but it's Demasik. Finally makes his way around. Northef comes in. Brilliant conversion on towards Draken. That's massive work from him.
Man, gonna go hunting with a showstopper as well. Yassine will find Angel in Heaven. We'll be able to escape away from that. 13 seconds left on the clock. Mike's got to go down now. Yeah, you can see Shadow just making his way onto site. Brings it to a 3v3. Hold that fort. Safe finds Demasik. So now both players boxed onto site. Guild able to spread.
All right. They have information on 1. 2 going to play back through from CT. You've got Shadow just trying to spam towards Heaven. Not a bad plan. Zipan getting proactive towards the screen side. He actually gets seen. Does he spot the next? Yes, he does! Formidable synergy between these two. Great work on that one. One securing Heaven, making sure no one can play from that, and the space being taken by the other to fight towards screens in a potentially unfavorable scenario. But obviously, if you're Guild, you're worried about kind of pillar, that L-bend on site. not Zipan in your face.
I love that trust there from Zipan. He doesn't even pay any attention to heaven. It is full trust in your teammate there. Double swings. Swings onto the two-man in screens. Doesn't even hesitate. I love that. And again, in that scenario, 2v3, yeah, you got to make a play. Oh, hold that thought. Speaking of making plays, Zipan actually going to double satchel over. Bonkar going to find that one. You seen?
He's so blind. What? He's so blind. I don't know how he was alive for so long. He was blind as anything. Eyes just being scooped out of the skull at that point. But now, yes, it's a pretty brutal hit towards A. You've got Bonkar on a deep off angle, just trying to play some sort of safety, but you can already see that Sky is trying to find out where he is. But Bonkar's managed to navigate around that. He's okay for now. And, you know, it looks like Breach is doing his best Bok cosplay. Nice work out there, by the way, Bok. Do like that. Demasic over towards ramp as well. So it looks like they're going to hit the brakes for a second, see if they can catch any player from FPX maybe, or Guild, excuse me, trying to maybe make an overplay, trying to equal this out and overstep and get even further in the hole.
Yeah, I think he's going to slow down a lot. Spike's still on Shadow. He's over towards A main. Actually, a big gap now if FPX are able to isolate one of these kills on A site. Shadow only got the one flash left, so it's got to be good here if they want to clear Bonkar out, and it's actually not. He's going to be able to stay.
Oh, that's perfect. Attention drawn. The first player, Shao, wasn't blinded, but the second was, so it did give him a favorable fight. Now Draken going to try and play a ring of roses around the pole he goes. My, he's looking pretty darn good at it. However, 6 seconds. This is a full plant now coming for Shadow, and you can imagine Safe is right up close. The angle's deeper, and Safe is there. Very well played by Safe there, not to overextend, try and catch him while he was planting. Lets the plant happen, gets a favorable position, and catches him ready for the defuse. So, again, a good game between these two. Close as anything. Double digits now reached by Guild.
This is actually crazy for me. I mean, Guild just looks so disciplined right now.
Last player standing.
So disciplined.
Spike planted.
Against a team like FPX, I mean, you can't be taking it. Again, we talk about Yassine being one of the best openers in the region. But really, this is not on the back of a pop-off performance. And look at it now, economy-wise. I mean, Draken, Bonkar, Yassine, Safe, all have their ultimates on 9. And look at FPX. They got a Vandal, a Sheriff, a Ghost, another Sheriff, and a Vandal. It's slim pickings over there. Shao 1 away from the revive.
Yeah. The step up from Guild has been magnificent. And the timing could not have been better, right? You've come into Masters in probably the best form we've seen them.
Oh, by far, yeah.
Keep in mind, a lot of the names on Guild, right? At early Valorant, early tournaments, super hype, everyone was on board, and then there was that little bit of a lull. There wasn't that consistency coming out. They didn't rise quite as high as I'd say, you know, your FPXs and your G2s and what have you, but now they've definitely kind of rekindled some of that spark, some of that magic. But FPX going back to what they know, or should I say Angel? Just, you know, straight down mid. Do you reckon he can do this with his eyes closed? That's the thing. And it looks like, yes, he can. Draken gets found for free. Now, what do they do with this here?
Looks like Yassine's gonna be drawn over this way right now. Demasic gonna find Safe as well.
This is such a Russian buy. It's something you'd call a Russian buy. You have your 2 heavy fraggers, pick up the rifles, everyone else tries to save the money. And I guess their economy is just leading that way regardless, but it's so interesting to see that come out. And it works. I mean, they're expecting to come up against potentially pistols, and now look at what they've been able to recover. Another gun gets filtered through to the hands of Shao, if I'm not mistaken. There is another as well, so they could easily recover some of their economy. And this is off the back of just the Angel Classic, right? This is just, you know, walk up mid, win the fight, completely outdoing the player on the other side, and that's just how it goes sometimes. That's the bonus of having someone like Angel.
And the problem doing it on this round now, I don't want to see Guild completely flop back to, okay, now we have to overinvest. We have to cut double mail, double ropes, and it's going to be really awkward if that is the case, because Guild have maintained composure. They've not allowed Angel to bully his way around mid. They've kind of given it up and said, yep, we'll readjust elsewhere. See FPX now going on the hunt. Leo and Bonkar, a couple of friends over in the attacker side spawn. They're looking to try and punish the economy here. That will peak. Angel will swing and find both here. And yeah, it's that could be a pivotal round here, Lauren. I'm not going to lie.
It could springboard. Look at what it's done for the money. They've already got, what, 4 rifles to take into the next round anyway, so they get to keep that money building. This is the start of it, and I've got to say, Draken, absolutely unaware of the possibility of that. And I think if you're playing against someone like Angel, you've almost got to 100% believe he will be there every single round. If he's not, it's a surprise. And you can see them just catching everyone else, claiming all those rifles, filtering them back through, keeping the money.
The buy for Guild.
It's broken the economy of Guild. That is a massive round.
And look at it, yes, scrappy buy, but look at the emphasis right back onto mid in the next round.
Yep.
The setup completely adjusted here on the side of Guild. You still have 4 ultimates here, so again, if things do start going wrong, they can potentially best into this to try and squeeze out this light buy.
The moves from Safe to get away from that were nuts. I don't think that Sky got to see whoever was in towards ropes. They double stacked ropes this time. Draken's going to show that his position is potentially there, and that's perfectly fine. It's the surprise of the additional. It's the surprise of Safe that's waiting. And I wonder if Angel's going to dare to double dip. He does seem to like to do it, but backing away this
again,
time.
though, I think Angel's reading into this. He's like, yeah, I've done a 1 round. Now we can probably find an opening elsewhere on one of the extremities. And talking of that, the 4-man creep into garage. Leo is jump spotting this. Draken, this could be a big misread.
30 seconds left.
If they hold, we'll see if they hold. They've only got 25 seconds. No, they're going to have to push this, pressure this issue. But there's now Demasic in the back line. Safe gives away the game. He knows, now you know where his position is. But there's still 2 players tucked on the side. Let's see what they can achieve from this one. And keep in mind, they're still a little scary. Keep in mind the time, 14 seconds. Angel again being just the grand equalizer. Oh, you're seeing. That could have been huge. The spike's now at the back of the side. Keep your eyes on Sky. 5 seconds. Spike's now lost. Live, Bonker. That's all you got to do.
They've got 100.
2 seconds. 1. He's being hunted. They cannot plant. Great work from Guild.
Oh my word. I have no idea how Yassine managed to get in behind enemy lines there in garage and pop that showstopper, but what a fumble. And that's the risky run. You let the clock run down, somebody finds a scrappy kill with a Bucky or something like that. And again, I love that switch up from Guild. They're not afraid to invest those ultimates to secure that round because it's a bigger win than it is lost for FPX.
Now, the money, luckily for FPX, is still there on the reinvest. They can get back on a buy. This is a timeout from FPX, 100%. That's a tilter of a round. That is a real tilter. You can see that in front of you. I haven't had that confirmed. I'm sure we will at some point if it is. But I think it's a very obvious one from FPX here, I think. But in my eyes, as I said, FPX had a decent read. The success that was had by someone like Demasic, I almost wanted Guild to pause for a second. Excuse me, FPX to pause for a second when they're over towards B to allow that paranoia to build, right? Like, because now there's Demasic over towards A. They've lost side control. They have no information. And you're going to instantly want to try and lean players away. Yes, they were slightly stacked. But again, playing that slow against a potential stack, because they're on, you know, a bit of a scrappy buy, a forced buy of sorts, you know, you had Bucky's coming out, it was bits and pieces, that's a little too sketchy for me. So I think that was, again, I think a good reaction. I think the time was incorrect. I'd have liked to see a little bit more pace to it, but we are seeing the full buy from both sides, so this should be a far more equal round.
The Safe actually going to find Shao early on. That's over on the side. Actually, going to try and force Stu here. The flash comes Stu. Safe has to back all the way up. Leo there to help him out, but Zipam going to find one. Safe trades back.
Safe's doing incredible work. The time being bought. These are not favorable fights for the attacking side. Angel going to try and pick up that spike. You can already see Yassine doing work towards Shadow, so it's just Angel now. A 1v4 presented to the main man himself. Full HP. He's got the ultimate. He can get towards A. He is on the way. Draken has noted this, though. He is flying through ropes. But Angel, what does he do with this? Does he expect them to consider it? Yes, but he's going to go for the spike plant anyway. Spike now down. He's got one player close towards screens, and he's got Draken off towards the left. That's a problem. Becomes the smoke criminal. Finds a clean fight on Yassine.
No
he is
way.
just ripping them limb from limb. Now Angel has a 1v2. You cannot play this man individually. Do not give him any more chances. He is too good at this. The flash comes in. He turns it. Second one again. Doesn't matter. A clean fight. Notes Draken. Does he now look for the second player? Oh, he's caught that. This could be the death of them. No, he's made it out. Angel is doing them dirty. Bonker on towards a spike. Oh, Draken saves the day. I was seeing Angel just getting that rhythm, that free flow where it all just slots in full on Neo mode from the Matrix. But no, it was kept in check by Guild, and it's 12 on the board. This
Match point.
is potentially a big upset coming into this, especially on this map. I wouldn't say in the series. If Guild win the series, that's no problem to me. That's a great game.
Split.
But on this
Yes.
map, on Split, I never saw it.
Let's not forget that not so long ago, Guild struggled against Fnatic, right? And the very next week, what happened with FPX? They came out and absolutely spanked Fnatic here on Split. So to say that there's been this much of a step change at FPX, FPX aren't playing badly. Guild are literally playing way above my
They're
expectations.
playing a great game. 100%. This is FPX are playing their normal game. I'd say yes, Shao's a little quieter than normal. Maybe some of the fraggers are a little quieter, but Guild are just playing a good game. Now, okay, mid-take for FPX, same old, Angels, you know, magnetizing towards the ropes, but position gets noted, there's no surprises to be found here. And again, Draken will probably have to deal with that eventually.
Once again, though, Guild are just happy to play deep. They don't want to give FPX their win condition, which is allowing Angel to find that opening. Not just the gap in the defense, but the kill more often than not as well. And over to it, though, FPX, a stack of ultimates here. The Showstopper, the Seekers, the Revive, the Neural Theft, all online here, but... And with 3 rounds deficit, a lot to invest just to get them up to a 2-round difference. Again, though, look how slow it is here. It's 30 seconds now, and FPX not being given anything.
This has... Okay, so Seekers will be sent through. That doesn't give them too much.
Only 2 Seekers are gone.
Gets noted. Yeah, okay, here we go. Flash comes out now. That's the big game changer here. That gives Demasik a great way forward. Finds Yassines and takes him out, but Safe's still gone unchecked on. Trade comes in. Leo now on the swing. Spike's now down 10 seconds again. This becomes an element of time. They've got to be able to secure that plant, and they can't do it just yet. Down goes the ultimate, and now it's just Bonka left in the 1v3. Time, 4 seconds. They should be okay to get the plant. It's down, the double face.
Okay.
And they hold
That was
on.
nearly really close. Only 2 of those Seekers actually came down onto B side. I think the 3rd player still went unnoted when they swung out of heaven there. Yep. So that was nearly devastating if they'd have left. I think it was safe, right? If they left safe unchecked on site there.
Unchecked.
But again, I mean, my heart is pounding. It comes out to 13 seconds and FPX still don't have site control. The spike goes down. It's like, oh my God, they're going to find another kill yet again.
I mean, Shadow kind of pop in some great flashes there too. I have to highlight that. The flashes were prime coming in. That did stop Safe being able to do much. And that's broken the back of the money. This should be 12-11 pretty soon. This game has got OT written all over it to me, I've got to say. If the money stays broken.
And now they challenge mid.
Or if that happens.
That's huge.
You will not kill
Okay,
my
force
ally.
the res. Angel's back. But they are fighting this. You're right. They're leaving Leo to fight. Wall goes up. All right, keep going, guys. We're still around here. And there's still a player towards ropes. But look at the extremities. It's not just the mid play. You've got players pushing out towards A. Bonkers going towards their spawn. There's one man in Sewer who might have noted this. The Cypher on the other side. Demasik might have an idea about this potentially. But they've lost so much control. And that's going to be spike in spawn. Timing's everything. Knife out. Oh, no. Oh, that's a huge fumble. That is now the spike in enemy hands. Bonkar has got this one now. Angel has to fight this back, and you know he is not happy about this, trying to creep in, close in, just shut the distance down. The spike does get recovered. Ring-a-rose, here we go. Demasik finds Bonka, but look at the time again. This is starting to lose some of that presence now. There's problems. Draken's crept his way up towards middle. He's found Shadow. They've lost complete map control.
This is terrible. Just a pace switch here from Guild. They go through exploring A in 30 seconds. Look at FPX. They're still walking. They got to walk back mid. They've got to re-explore all of this space once again. Guild can reset, make them second guess absolutely every single corner they pass.
Okay, Zipan's been noted. They've got to feel this is going to be that B hit. Get yourself ready on that raise. Here we go. Demasik goes in. He goes down. Draken's there. Yassine swings out, finds Angel. This is incredible stuff. Zipan now asked to do it all. The Bucky finally falls, but look at the time. 1 second is not enough. Anything can and will happen in Masters here in Europe. Guild beating FPX on their home map. Wow.